What is going on, YouTube? PPS back. It is our YouTube play of the day today, 1st of February, new month, coming at you guys for some more college basketball plays. I have one play for you today. It's my second favorite on the entire slate. My first favorite is going to probably be a VIP max. I'm not sure if it's going to be max 2.5 units in there, but definitely have a spot that I'm really liking here. But I do like this spot quite a bit, finding its way to the card today. But before we get started, if you guys could, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell. We have Pass the Prop coming live in about 30 or so minutes. So obviously we'll be coming pretty soon here for that. That's all NBA, though. So obviously we want to get our college basketball stuff out a little bit earlier. And this is a team that we backed prior. So yesterday we end up splitting, hit Toledo by the hook, and then we lose by a bucket on Ohio. So, unfortunately, Eastern Michigan just bum rushed them. I should have just taken the over full game. I should have just taken both sides. Honestly, I did not expect Imani Bates to just continue to be in this form. They played fantastic. I think they scored like 95 points. And I believe Ohio had 79 there. So, crazy game, really fun pace game, but we didn't get there with Ohio. They were down like 35-53 at half. So pretty impressive performance by not only Bates, but that whole Eastern Michigan side. So let's get started with our play today. We have Furman on the docket today, and they're actually going up a team I like to back, right? I like to back Chattanooga, but Jake Stevens is out. He's been out for a few games, and this team without Jake Stevens is tough, right? It's a tough team. It's a completely different team, right? They lose a lot of their scoring last year. Obviously, Malachi Smith is with Gonzaga, lost their head coach to the SEC. And you can start to see with Stevens out, the flaws are starting to come through, right? Chattanooga really is poor on the defensive side, and that's not really going to work here against Furman, right? They're 37th in the country in adjusted offense. They shoot the three ball pretty well at 35%. And we also look at Chattanooga, who's bottom third in college basketball, allowing 36% from deep. I think that's obviously going to be important. Also, really, really like to see the emergence of a couple of these younger guys, right? JP Pegs, I don't know how we say it specifically, but he was the SoCon player of the week here last week. The last 3 games, 26, 15, and 17. He's been in double digits the last 5 games. That's a huge step forward, obviously. And I also like that this game's at home, right? As of right now on the season, 82.2 points per game for Furman. But their top 2 scorers average 2, 3, and 2 more points per game at home. So obviously that's important here as well. Even if we just look at Furman's last 4, right? Last 4 games at home, they've actually been scoring to this number much, much better. Samford, they scored 91. UNC Greensboro, obviously an elite team. They scored 80 in that one, which is actually very, very impressive. And then 97 versus the Citadel there. So UNCG is probably the top defense in this conference. Furman is still leading the way in this conference with Bothwell and Slauson leading the way for them. Like I said, 82.2 points per game. And I think that that's going to obviously continue here. Obviously, Chattanooga's a bottom 3 defense in the SoCon, and that's telling you something because the SoCon really isn't known for their defense outside of UNCG. Just a lot of good players on the Furman side. I talked about Bothwell a little bit there, and I think that the 3-point ball is really going to be important here for the Furman side. Top 4 scorers here for Furman all shoot 34+% from deep. All of them over 70% free throw percentage. We have 2 of them over 83%. So I just think this is going to be a tough time, especially with no paint presence in Jake Stevens down low to continue to adjust shots, right, and make them adjust to him. I really don't know how Chattanooga slows these guys down. Furman playing at a much higher pace, like I said, about 4 possessions faster than their last year tempo. A lot of fast guards, a lot of quick dudes, and a lot of shooting. And I think that this Pegs emergence is really going to help them out. Right now, he's their 4th leading scorer, but I expect him to continue to climb that leaderboard for Furman here as they take on Chattanooga tonight at home. That home is definitely going to be what makes me lean even more towards this number. I think this is a great spot. This line specifically is DraftKings. I believe it's minus 120 on FanDuel. Let me pull it up. Actually, I think this is a FanDuel line. Let me pull up the FanDuel spot. I believe it is minus 111 right now. So even better. We have better lines. Minus 120 on DraftKings. So I'll make sure to adjust that. So you guys go over to FanDuel Sportsbook to lock this one in. We're getting a minus 111. A good spot, great number. And I really like the spot today. So thank you guys for tuning in. We appreciate it. Back tomorrow for a YouTube Play of the Day video. But Pass the Prop coming at you guys in about 30 minutes. So make sure you tune in for that. If you don't already have the notification bell on, make sure you turn that on so we can get you guys some more action in place tonight for today's NBA slate. 9-gamer coming at you guys tonight. So have a good one, guys. Best of luck, and let's cash in with the Paladins.